Hello, if you don't know who I am, my name's Zach Lara and I've been coaching on Rocket League for over 4 years now. I do coaching with all my subscribers on Twitch, whether it's through Amazon Prime, paid on your own, or gifted by a member of the community. So if you guys do want to come by and say hello, I do go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm also a coach on Metafy, so if you guys wanted to book a session directly with me, those links will be down below, and I'd love to get a coaching session in with you. We also do give away random coaching sessions to subscribers here on YouTube, so if you're lucky like this person, you just want a free coaching session, please message me down in the Discord so we can go ahead and set up that free coaching with you. I do want to say thank you guys so much for all your support. It honestly means the world. So let's go ahead and dive into this replay. Okay, so what is our thought process right here?
I'm trying to stay far enough back that I'm not overcommitting.
So big thing that I like to talk about is like the win and loss of the play. So in twos, it's only you and your teammate here. With this play here, you have Kill Aces passing the ball and you have two defenders in the net. So we'll take it. We got the win and the loss of the play.
I'm obviously going for the win.
Yep, 100%. You can tell you're going for the win. It has to pass one player, two players for it to be a win. He loses one time, it's a loss. So in this situation here, higher percentage of the time is going to be a loss. Obviously, we can see in this one, he gets past one player because he's literally just better. Second player is not in pizza slice, coming to the middle of the play, which is making this almost impossible to save, which gives you an awesome shot here. So this is obviously the best case scenario that can work out, but it's also going to be the lower percentage play that's going to happen. So yes, it's going to be very nice when we can capitalize on this here, but majority of the time it's going to be to the losing side of the play. And we want to make sure that when we are setting ourselves up for success, playing for the higher percentage loss of the play, that when that does happen, that we're not losing our offensive pressure. And that will happen a lot when you have games going back and forth, or when you have like one of the players is literally just driving it all the way across the field in an open net. Usually that happens because the offensive pressure overextended itself. Okay, so perfect. We just got done talking about it, so this is a prime example of it. So the reason why we want to stick to the losing side of this ball is because, like I said, higher percentage of the time it's going to be a loss. Like I said, he has to flip a coin. Heads, he wins. Tails, he loses. He has to flip it heads to get that ball in front. He loses once, it's a loss. So just based off of just that right there, it's a 1v2 situation. Higher percentage of the time is going to be a loss. So here goes the play. 1v2 situation versus Kill Ace. Majority of the time, and you can kind of already tell with the way this is going to happen, is going to be a loss. But because we were playing win, now our car is facing this way. So when this...
And then I have to stop and I have to turn my car.
Yep.
To challenge the loss.
Yep, because I would...
what happens.
Yep, I would love to have your car over to the side a little bit more. Because with that, what that'll enable you to do is then you can get those free balls. You have plenty of boosts. You have 100 boosts. But we just slide you over here to the losing side of the play. This becomes a free ball for you. And you can actually address that. This is where you can go for your double touches, your air dribbles, flip resets, follow your heart at this point. But that
can't do that.
But all those things happen by setting yourself up for success, by being on the losing side of the play. Because yes, you're correct. By you overextending for the winning side of the play here, when that loss does happen, which we could have probably already saw the loss happening before it even happened, now our car angle is here. And I wouldn't be able to flip reset, double touch, or air dribble from this position here. You know what I mean? Like you're making it a lot harder on yourself. And so don't get me wrong, there's going to be time there's going to win, like literally just that last play happened. But majority of the time, higher percentage of the time, unless, your person is just a god at passing, this is what's going to happen here. We kind of just want to set us...
Also, the other thing I notice is if I'm not even moving, I'm not going to have any power at the ball. The ball's not going to go very far either.
Of course. So in threes, it's okay for you to push up the field because in threes, you would have that person playing for win. Back. Yep, you have someone playing for the win, the loss. So you have one person passing. Second person's all the way up here extended because if that ball does cross that net, they're shooting. But the reason why this can happen is because you have that third man still on the losing side of the play. So this role still never changes. You still have this person here playing for this loss. But in threes, you get to add this person in. A lot of people like to play twos where they just don't have a third man. They just do first and second. But that's what happens when, if you don't score it, that ball is like almost 100% going to go all the way back down to your net. And then now you're on defense. Okay, so this situation is a little bit different. Now we have a 1v1 situation. Now your odds of that pass actually breaking through might be increased a little bit. Me personally, I still usually always favor the loss unless I see something like I can see it happening here. So this one I would understand maybe if we cheat a little bit more here, but just kind of that's up to your discretion in regards to that. But like that one's more of a higher percentage chance of it going through because it's a 1v1 situation instead of having two defenders blocking the net. So real quickly here, so rotating back to the boost, we get 100 boost. I would love to see you flip here. Boost and flip would be perfect, because once we get here, we should be supersonic.
Okay.
So we just use a lot of boost just to kind of speed up, but then we're still here.
A little.
Yeah. You can definitely flip, boost, grab the boost, and then be at 100% or 100, sorry, with 100 boost and being supersonic all at the same time. So definitely think we should be implementing a flip there, because then here, when we rotated out of the field, we use just boost. We're at supersonic then, which is awesome. Supersonic again. We have not flipped around the field. A lot of times people will flip when they don't have any boost, but you can also still flip when you have 100 boost, and that's going to be a crucial thing when you're wanting to do these mechanical things in the air.
I do that occasionally as well.
Okay, prime example of what we literally were just talking about. So pass happens, as you can tell, he's playing all the way for the win and nothing for the win. If this is threes, he's in a really good spot. That's where you want to be in threes. But one save, you're overextended. Now you guys should be 100% going on to offense, and that's what we're trying to avoid. We don't want this, because this is just sloppy. Balls going back
to each other.
Yeah. No. Well, you two right now, yeah. But I meant like on the blue team. They try to go for that passing play, not a very high percentage play. Not only do they not score, but they also just forfeit offensive possession. And now you guys are on offense. Now in a 2v1 situation with them shadowing the ball. So yeah, it's just don't. Very, very risky. Like this one here, this is very, very risky for Achilles to be up here. So what's going to happen is they might clear it right over your head. Let's see here. Oh, Achilles is just better. Yep. So you guys are still going to lose offensive pressure here. And that's kind of what we're talking about, is because we pushed up too far, trying to force that goal in. So it's kind of, if you build up all that pressure on their offensive half, there's only two places it can go. All that pressure that you build up can go into their net, or it's going to blow back onto your offense or your defensive end. So you got to kind of be a little bit, got to kind of dance with it a little bit more. You can't just apply just straight pressure, because it's going to go somewhere. It's just may not go into their net. It might go back down to your side of the field. So I think it was supposed to be a demo play that turned into something else.
So here's what I would like help with is like what to do in the corners. That's more of like what I'm more concerned, like what to do in certain places to prevent stuff like this happening, where I ended up touching the ball. I put it into a centered position for the opposing team.
So with this one here, so you know you have one person shooting. So looking at the play here, one person just went, so it's a 1v1 situation here, off to the corner. You're free in this corner. There's no one to challenge you in this corner. And even from this angle here, no one's here. You're good. So with that, like that flick away is something that we kind of need to work on, just maintaining possession. When you don't have any boost, you do not want to flick the ball. Like that is like the biggest, don't do that, because when you flick the ball, you are going to separate you from the ball. Yeah. So like in this place here, like we're not able to recover that, and we're not able to do anything with that. That is a free ball. So if you had boost and you were to flip and do something like that, and you can close that gap immediately afterwards, that's fine. But yeah, in regards to that, it's almost better just to hold on to the ball and then 50 it out. So
I could have been back sooner.
Yep. I think we could have flipped and used boost here and already been supersonic here. I think it would have just been literally just what we needed for that save. What button's your power slide on?
A bumper.
Okay, the same one as your air roll?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of some situations here where
I don't use the free air roll. I typically just use X and B for air roll.
Left and right? Okay, cool. That's what I have. But I definitely still use power slide though when we're recovering. So looking at that, I see a lot of the kind of moments where we caught a little bit more traction, where I feel like if we had
I was holding power slide, I wouldn't have slowed down as much.
Yeah, I think it would have just made the transition just a little bit smoother, or the recovery just a little bit smoother. Yeah, same situation here. We don't have enough boost. We shouldn't not be trying to hit this way and clear us away. At this point, I would rather you actually just use that 12 boost just to rotate even faster. Corners are tough. Corners are very tough. There's sometimes where you just need to understand where it's just like, after this touch here, like, I'm losing here. Leave the play. Because the faster that you actually, if you just did not go for that, if you just said, nope, that's not happening. 12, 24, 36, 48 boost. Right here with now with 48 boost.
And Achilles was already there anyways. Yep. So
you actually be here with 48 boost because you didn't touch the ball at all. So you would have just rotated out. You would have had 48 boost. here, and then guess what? Now you get to go here for 60, 72, 84. You know what I mean? Now I'm sitting at 84 boost. We're obviously the post is gonna be flipping, but we're looking at Remy. Did you get the 100 boost in the corner? Okay, so
I did. I landed on it.
Perfect. If that wasn't there, we'd have some trouble, but it was there, so awesome. But as you can see, those boost pads though, those are going to be consistently are going to be there, and those also respond a lot faster than the 100 boost in the corner. So just riding on those pads, getting your rotations to connect with those, I think is going to be a huge attribute when it comes to boost management. And then same thing with going into this thing. A big thing we should probably get in the habit of is grabbing those 3 pads right off to the side here. Yep.
Yeah, the 3 right there. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I see him.
Every single time. Pad, 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 pizza slice. So what that also will do is once you wrap around that way, and you'll be sitting here in pizza slice, when you go to move down the field, you'll be in pizza slice. When we get to move down the field,
hit those 3 right there in front of me.
Yep. All those. Oh, wow. Tragic. Yep. So that's just free boost. That's just free boost just sitting here all in your rotation that you can just pick up constantly. So as you can tell, you can even see how you're going for like that winning side, but then you made like a hard shift to the right. You will feel more comfortable over here on those right side because that is where the higher percent of the chance the ball's going to go.
Okay.
Achilles just scores those. Okay. So with our thought process, I'm going to say from about right here. What were we thinking here?
I was waiting for him to make a touch.
Okay. So what options does he have for his touches?
Bang it or carry it.
Yes.
Or dribble it.
Yeah, exactly. Which one's probably going to hurt you more?
Banging.
Which is
what I did.
So I love that thought process because he has 2 options. Third one's he's missing it, but we're not going to count that one. 2 options is he's going to bang it away or he's going to dribble it. The one that's going to hurt you more is if he bangs it away. Because if he bangs it away, you have to close it immediately. If he's dribbling it, you can at least approach him at that point. So he bangs it away. So these are the things that we want to capitalize on for free. Take these away because right now he messed up. Free ball. This is something you can dribble. Take it to the wall. That's where you, again, air dribbles, flip resets, follow your heart, whatever you want to do. Because you have plenty of boost. You had 87 boost before you took off here. Or even 100 here. Things we don't want to do is literally just do it right back to them. Because now they have a free ball, which then he just did it right back to us. Constantly just handing over that possession. Yeah, generically for Diamond 3, the biggest thing to work on to break into champ would be not shadowing his first man, which I haven't seen that yet, so it's awesome. But retaining ball possession, realizing the free ball possession, and capitalizing on it.
7 tries, every night's a gamble. Even when I turn off all the lights, all I see are puzzles, yeah. I'd rather be